What's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. All right. So was not able to trade yesterday. So today's my first day really paying attention and looking at the charts. So first things first, let's see what we have news-wise. So it's April 14th, and we've got core PPI, or we had core PPI at 8:30. It's 9:03 right now. And then nothing else exciting for the rest of the day. The rest of the week's actually pretty light. A lot of FOMC people talking, but not the main guys. So I don't really expect anything too crazy there. All right, so I've got this set up on the weekly. So what have we done? And let's do a little cleanup while we're here. Was having laptop issues on Friday, so I actually had to reset the whole thing. It was a whole debacle, y'all. It was a whole debacle on Friday. It was so annoying too. So annoying. Well, look at them digging into those equal highs and that fair value gap down there. So let's just do a little cleanup because once we get closer to areas, we can get more interested in them. So on the weekly, we've busted through all of the higher time frame areas of interest that I had. So let's do a little cleanup there. We're digging into this wick right here. So I think I will note that though. So let's note the midpoint of that wick as an area of interest for longs, if we can even get there. And let's take that off. So we're obviously bullish. Let's be clear. We're forming a fair value gap in this area here. Let's take that off. The week is still forming though. So we're only 2 days into the week and it's very strongly bullish. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, let's zoom in on this real quick. Make sure I'm in a semi-decent spot. So I'm gonna just drop that right there. And then let's delete that, and let's go weekly 0.5 wick. And let's just make sure that's available up top. All right, let's dig into the daily. All right, so we've do this. So on the daily, we've taken out all of the initial highs I was interested in. This is the midpoint of the wick up here. Areas of interest above. Let's dig this up here. That's the next available high. Then I'm going to also duplicate that and do a daily extreme right here as a potential area of interest as well. Now, on the daily, what I like about this is that let's clear this out. They tapped into this daily fair value gap right here. I'm just gonna note it as an area of interest. I'm gonna include the volume imbalance that's attached to it. And I had to reinstall everything, so I need to fix my my thinkorswim. I just noticed that there's grids and stuff. I don't like that, so I'm gonna have to take that off. But we've taken that and we're starting to dig into this propulsion block over here on the left. So we'll see how that works out for us. Let's dip into the 4-hour. Wow, okay, yeah. The 4-hour is starting to show a little bit of exhaustion. And it doesn't look like that 8:30 news helped at all. So we have a lot of juice below. So personally, I'm going to note this 4-hour fair value gap right here. I would not mind if we came back down and tapped into this guy and then decided to roll back up. Because we're very strongly bullish at the moment, but nothing goes up forever. We had a gap opening here. Tap and run. So let's check the 1-hour. Yeah, so we're looking a little, roll back down-ish. currently we're inside of this 1 hour order block. Perfectly happy for them to, they had a lot of, what is this? Sideways motion previously. Ugh, that means part of London was kind of shitty, and then they had this nice clean move. So we'll see if we want to like come back in. I wouldn't mind if they tap this order block here inside of this fair value gap and decided to continue running. If they just keep running, then we'll look for any kind of pullback for some sort of setup. But for the moment, we're super bullish. But this is around the time when they like to come back and smack you in the face. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of pullback. But that kind of pullback would only be me waiting for them to pull back, tap the higher time frame PD array, and then give me a very, very aggressive bullish move up. See, yeah, so still looking pretty, it's still very bullish, sorry, but for me to go long now, it would feel like I'm chasing, so I need them to come back down, maybe tap this guy one more time and then run back up. This is what I would be looking for. For now, there's nothing for me to do because it's like super, super, super duper bullish. But the general gist is, be nice to see a nice pullback. Where's London lows? Yeah, so London lows are right under here. So I'd love just if they would just like blow through that and then run up. That would be real nice for me. Actually, let me dip back up into the 4 hour and we can like look to the left here. Yeah, so the areas of interest for the higher moves are still very much in play. I probably should have noted the 4 hour fair value gap that's in here. Right here. Be nice if they dip back into that and then run up. But I'd prefer if they took the London lows out first. There's no guarantee they'll do any of that, but we'll see. So all we're looking for is some kind of potential pullback because we've just been going up, 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 up. It's been very aggressive and we're starting to see some weakness. So we need some pullback. And then once we get that and we get a nice wick underneath like we see here, and then go, then I'd be interested in long. That's all I got for the moment. Be safe, be good. Shakira out.